relationship to Mama V? Well, first of all, my entire life, she's been Sissy. When I was in sixth grade, I was picking on her because of the way she signed her name, Veronica slash B slash. And she wrote it really close together, so it kind of looking like verb. So I started calling her Verb, and that's what she's been ever since. She is my sister. Personality, my sister's personality is, if you could say that a person's defining trait is their personality, love. Simple as that. She loved you not just despite your negative sides, she loved them too. No matter what, she would find there was something in every negative trait of every person she's ever met that was positive. A force of nature. I can't think of any better way to describe this sister. My mom's the head of the family. Always has been. Verb has always been the heart of our family. I remember I was in third grade. And we were going to St. Mary's at the time. And there was this little blonde girl in my class. And she was the prettiest thing ever created. Ever. And one day I was telling Verb about her, and she says, "Do you have a crush on somebody?" And I said, "No. Why would I crush them?" And she just looked me in my eye and said, "Because you love them." So we got home. I don't know, it's probably 7 to 8 o'clock, right before bedtime. And she said, "I love you." She grabbed me in a hug and just fell on the floor and said, "See, I'm crushing you." I said, "Okay." And it took me probably 9 months to figure out what she told me wasn't quite accurate. That's not what crushing on somebody meant. And Mom had explained it to me about 9 months later. My junior year in high school, there was a young lady who had a crush on me, and I didn't know. I didn't realize. And she told my sister, she told Verb, and Verb said, and an aside to me, that you need to pay some attention to this girl. And I said, "Why?" And she didn't say anything else beside that. She said, "Just be nice to her." I said, "Okay." So the next day, we were staying on the campus of Edinburgh State College at the time for a program called Upward Bound. And the next day, on our way to lunch, I stopped, and just as an aside, there was some flowers growing alongside on the way to the student union. So I stopped and it was a beautiful daisy, and gave it to the girl. Didn't think anything of it, just being nice. I figured she was having a hard time or something. And still didn't realize this girl had a crush on me. And I went on about my business, went to lunch, went to class afterward. Later that night, I'm sitting in the student lounge, pretty much hanging out like this, just chilling. And Verb walked over, looked me in my face, went, "Boy," and walked away. I'm thinking, what was that all about? So the next morning at breakfast, she said, "You broke that girl's heart." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You know she has a crush on you, right?" I said, "No, I didn't know that." And she said, "When you gave her that flower yesterday, she thought you were telling her that you returned her feelings, but then you walked away without saying anything." And I said, "Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea." And she looked me in my face and says, Don't you feel the girl's feelings like that no more? I said, I didn't know. He said, now you know. You need to do better. Okay, I'll do better. I'll do better. That girl and I never did date, but we're still really close friends. She's married to she's married to one of my best friends now. But Verb cut her hair for years. Years after that. Wherever my sister was cutting or styling, that's where she would go to get her hair done. For years. That is the kind of person my sister was. That's some things I remember about her. My favorite memory of my sister. When I was in the Navy, I came home one weekend, just unexpectedly. And she was staying on campus. She was living on campus, Edinburgh. And my best friend took me out, got me absolutely wasted. And my mom told me, don't get in no trouble when you're out there. I said, okay, we won't. Fred and I were just not in trouble. But we were walking across campus, and she saw us staggering along across campus. And she asked us where we're going. I said, we're going home. She says, no, you're not. She dragged us up to her room, made us sleep on the floor under her bed, because no room on the floor, so we had to sleep under her bed. Made us sleep under her bed until we woke up the next morning, because she wouldn't let us go home drunk, because she knew we'd get in trouble if we did. Because first of all, we wouldn't know what to drink. But she didn't want us to go home. It's one of my best memories of my sister. So when I remember my sister, I remember love and a force of nature. Always had our backs, our champion, our instructor. Truly the heart of our family. To my family. Donovan, Cameron. I know that no one will ever replace your mom. They can't. If they wanted to, they couldn't. But know that, I know that, she was very proud of you. Both of you, tremendously proud of you. She loved you. And no matter what happens, the next time you see her, she will gladly, lovingly take you in her embrace and say, job well done, babies. To Mike, my brother, I don't know what it's like to lose a wife. I can't imagine the pain. But she was so proud to be your wife, to be the mother of your children, to be the center of your household. When you need a hand, you need a heart, a shoulder to lean on, a hand to hold. We're here for you, brother. We're here for you. For those blockheads who are my brothers, her brothers, we got it. We got each other. I'm here for all of y'all. Don't hesitate to call. If you're having trouble standing, I'll be here, a pole for you to lean on. It's like I know the same is true in the verse. Mom, we love you. She loved you. I can offer no further encouragement than to say, we got you, honey. We got you. To her church family, to those people she touched incidentally, to those people she touched intentionally, to those people she loved and accepted unadvisedly. She loved you all. She loved us all. No give or take. It was just give. She'd receive it, but she wasn't at all trying to take it. know that you are loved, and I know that you loved her. So thank you. I know that my sister has somehow convinced God to let her look down upon this and hear and see what's going on. So I'm going to say to my sister, I love you, and I will always miss you until I hold you again. Know that I'm coming, and when I get there, you owe me $4.
We believe every life has a story, and every story leaves a legacy, and every legacy deserves to be remembered.